Hey, it's Lee with Legacy Turf Care again, and wanted to go over some common disease and insect issues in our southern lawns. Probably one of the biggest ones that terrorizes our fescue lawns is the brown patch disease. It's a fungus that generally starts becoming an issue in May all the way through the summer with the extreme heat and humidity. When you walk outside in the morning and it's already 70 degrees in the early morning hours, that's perfect breeding time for this fungus to attack your lawn. Prevention is always the best way to go. We have a 3-step fungicide program where we apply fungicides in May, June, and July. This helps prevent and hold off the brown patch disease at bay as best as possible. And generally, another big issue can be with fescue lawns is another disease called gray leaf spot. It looks a lot like brown patch, but it seems to affect lawns more towards the end of the summer in August. So occasionally people will think they're having breakthrough with their fungicides, but it's actually a whole different disease that comes through fescue lawns, and we can generally tell by the lesions on the actual grass blade to determine whether it's brown patch or gray leaf spot. Your normal fungicide you would use for brown patch doesn't always cover gray leaf spot, so occasionally when you see what you think is breakthrough with the fungicides, that's a different disease, needs to be treated with a completely different type of fungicide in August and occasionally into September, depending on how high and the temperatures stay late into September. It can be an issue. Grubs is another big issue in fescue and Bermuda lawns. Grubs come from the June beetle. They lay their larvae in the ground. Their larvae turns into a grub. Grubs feed on the roots of the grass. You'll see dead patches that kind of mimic a brown patch issue that looks like a fungus, but if you can reach down and grab a patch of grass and pull it back, nothing's really holding it down anymore. The roots have been eaten away by these grubs. That's a very big indicator that you have a grub issue, and grubs can be prevented. They generally start their life cycle off in early June through July, so kind of the midsummer time, early summer is when we apply a insecticide to prevent their life cycle and kill off the larvae, so they're not really an issue the rest of the year. And if you elect not to do the grub control, or prevention rather, we can do grub control during aeration and overseeding, which is generally when you run into finding a lot of grubs as the machine's tearing up the lawn, pulling its plugs out. It might pull out large patches of grass, and when you peel back that grass, the sod, you can see the grubs in the ground. And for more information on this, some photos, you can check out our website, legacyturfcare.com. We have a learning center there with some pictures of what the grubs look like, grub damage, and how to tell the difference between brown patch and grubs. Thank you.